Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Jen. Today's stamping theme is going to be fairy gardens. So for the base color, I've started with Kenny Mayo 976, and then I used Kenny Mayo 938. I put some of that on my palette. I used my brush to dip it and then tap it on throughout to kind of give it the cloud effect. Okay, so I'm going to go to Maniology plate MXM 102. I'm going to start with this image here because I want like a flowered background in with the cloud. So part of that will be covered, and that is fine. I'm going to use Maniology's Yuletide Yellow B533 for the pickup. By the way, if you did watch my last video, I finally found the top to the stamper. Yay. I also finally found the box that I was looking for to that nail polish. So I'm not going to come up all the way with this, so it's okay whatever I miss on there. I'm going to get this little top section off though. So I want to do it like so. I'm kind of tilting the stamper to make it into the way I want it. So it was going straight across on the stamper, so I kind of maneuvered the stamper to make it give a rounded effect right there so it wouldn't be straight across. I'm going to do this on each one and be back. Alright, we're going to use the same plate. I'm going to get 3 of these images and 1 of these to fit the smallest nail. So I'm going to go to Maniology Acorn B498 for the pickup. So while I do the pickup, I will explain here what's happened to my nails. If you missed the last video, I did explain it there, but just in case you didn't watch. So I was always banging them on stuff, and I kept waiting for them to break. I'm very surprised they didn't sooner, but I had one that it's like it had a rip at the very way down low. So I ended up getting that one off, and then I went to, oh, here's the other one. Went to wash my hair, and my hair was getting pulled, and I was like, what the heck? So, and we know, ladies, that's no fun. It hurts. So I got to looking, and I was like, oh, well, the one beside it's broken too. So apparently I hit both of those just right, and so I had to also cut that one off. So then I knew it would look extra crazy to have all the rest longer and those 2 way down. So I was just going to chop them all off the same. I typically do because it does bother me for them to be different lengths. But I don't know, I kind of felt like in a way it was going to be too much at one time, like I have to ease into it. So I decided just to kind of like basically take them down a lot, and hopefully these 2, if I keep the others at this length, these 2 hopefully will catch up. It is what it is, but I do really hope I can at least have these 2 this length for Christmas manis, because that's like my favorite. So anyways, that is what happened. Uh-oh, missed it. It's gonna be on that small nail anyway. No, that totally did not do good. I have to redo this one. Okay. So this image, I had to scrape this way because it kept wanting to gather the polish right here. Alright, and the last image I'm gonna get is gonna come from this plate, Pretty Fingers by Robin. It was called Halloween Gnomes and Doors, I believe. I will list the name for sure in the description box. So I said, oh my gosh, I love these doors so much. So I decided I want this one. That's going to be our little fairy door. So there is this small one here. I don't know. I've been going back and forth if I want the big or small. I'm going to pick up the big though and just see how it's going to fit over the nail. It's got these little side lights on it. I think that's cute. And if you've watched me long, you'll know I'm obsessed with fairies. Okay, so I redid that pickup because the other one was too light. I wanted it more opaque, so I had to work the polish within those lines, and I scraped this direction. And so I turned my stamper this way and picked it up. Okay, so it looks like this one will mostly fit. If anything, maybe a pumpkin will be missing, but it'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and use that one. Okay, so I think for this little fairy house door, we're going to do LA colors in Maryland. Okay, so this is where the green will come in. Since the flowers don't have green, they just got that yellow. So since these have the leaves, that's going to pull that in. So I'm going to go to Maybelline Tropic Talks, and this one doesn't have much left on her. I actually think this is going to be the last run with it. I just got to remember to take it out. Okay, so I'm going to do each of the leaves in that color and be back. Okay, for the trunk portion, I'm going to go to LA Colors Nudie. This is one of my favorite browns. I don't know if they discontinued it or I just can't find it anymore, and it's so goopy, but I can't find an exact color like it, so I don't know. I'm just going to do it anyway. It's not, I need to just get rid of it. It's just really not good anymore. I hope you all had a good weekend. Okay. Okay, I was kind of looking at this one. Oh my gosh, it's got a little tiny one with it. Sorry, I thought I was in frame and I wasn't. Isn't that so cute? So it's got some leaves, some flowers. So let me think what color I'm going with. Okay, so I'd really like to do the windows and doors in yellow. I hope it'll still show up against that, the yellow flowers. But I'm going to go with Paparazzi, Be Optimistic. And there's something about fairy houses or actual fairy minis that I extra enjoy. I don't know what my deal is. Do any of you like fairies? Oh, almost tumped it. So for the flowers, let's do baby pink. So Candy Mayo 934. Okay, I'm going to let those dry while I do the leaves. But for these leaves, we're going to alternate. So we're going to go to Candy Mayo 961. So it's more of an olive green. So I've already, of course, been thinking about Christmas manis because I love it so much. It's my favorite. So I have to know, have you gotten any new Christmas plates from any brand? Because I know Maniology had their box come out, so I know some got that. But have you gotten any others that weren't in a box? And are you as excited as I am? And what plate did you get, if you feel like sharing? Because I am obsessed with the Christmas. Okay, I was having trouble deciding what color to go with for the mushrooms. So let's do Paparazzi Dandelion Fuzz for the tops. So I have some Christmas plates in different brands. Now there is one, I hope it'll pick up okay, just because I'd heard it had some possible printing issues. Oh, I feel like I took a little bit off of this one. Okay. Oh my goodness, time goes so fast. Okay, so for the bottom portion, Kenny Mayo 956. This little tiny one is just so cute. All right. Okay, so this one has some 4-leaf clovers. So for those, let's pull in this green, Kenny Mayo 969. So are you having cold weather or fall weather? Ours has still been chilly. I guess sometimes during the day it's not too bad. Like I want actual fall weather though. Alright, for these flowers, let's do Kenny Mayo 939. And then also the time change. I always have to have somebody remind me of it. I forget. I really wish it would get set and be left alone. Preferably where it gets dark later. Which I think most people prefer it that way. So I don't really understand why they don't leave it like that. Also, where is it? There's some place in the States that it stays dark, or excuse me, stays light all the time. I can't remember, is that Alaska or am I dreaming that? Alright, I'm gonna go back to this color for the door. And I don't know, is this another little mushroom here? I don't even know, I can't tell. Maybe, uh-oh. I am sorry about that. So now I'm gonna go to Kenny Mayo 937 for the top part of this mushroom. Now I'm gonna have to look that up to see where it's at. It's somewhere. I just don't remember where. Would you like it staying light all the time, or would that kind of drive you nuts? Okay, I'm gonna go back to this color for the bottom portion. And this thing here does look like it's supposed to be something, so I'm coloring it like a mushroom. Okay, so I'm going to do these two mushroom tops with red. So to me it looks like this one is of course a house and the other one's just a random mushroom. I don't know if it's supposed to be part of the house or not, but I'm going to go ahead and match them anyway. I'm going to go ahead with yellow for the window door situation. And I'm going to go ahead and do these greens in Tropic Tux. I'll just start it with you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish. And for the bottom, I'm going to go ahead with that light tone as well on the big and little. And last image. So I'm going to yellow for the little side lights and the window and the door. For all the pumpkins, I'm going to go to Candy Mayo 957. Now I'm curious too, do you put your Christmas tree up early? I typically do. It's not up yet, but may not be much longer. I hope my lights will still work. Man, there's always the light issue, right? Okay, so I'm going to finish the other one and be back. Okay, so for the other portion of the lights and the door handle, I'm going to do red. So, you know what I think would be so awesome? And that I really think they should do. Maybe they do and I just don't know it. I'm not quite sure. If wanted, though, not like pushed on anybody, but like say hospitals and like especially the children's hospitals and nursing homes, all the residents or patients should be able to be gifted a little Christmas tree. I think that would be so nice. I assume they'd kind of leave some of that up to the family at some of the places, but some, unfortunately, don't have family. You know what? Just leave it to Jen to always have something sad to bring into the darn nail stuff. And I really don't always intentionally do it. I can't help it sometimes. I'll think of it and then it just comes out. Okay, so it's got these cute twig things around it. So I got nudie. And let's see if I can attempt to stay in the line. With my jacked up brush. I know I need to switch it. It's just I think the other one that's like it has I think it's longer. And you know when you just get so used to a specific brush, it's hard to not use it. Okay, so I'll finish the other side and be back. So I'm going to take the olive green color and it's kind of got a thing like around the door. I can't think of what I'm trying. A frame. A door frame. So I want to do that and the stairs in green, in this green. Okay, hold on. I have to take care of something. Okay, sorry about that. So I've gone ahead to start on the stairs. It's also got a little brick looking thing right here under the door. So I'm going to finish this and be back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the door's window frame as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do this little thing under the door in red. Okay, so the rest of the door, we're going to do a nudie. So per usual, I'm sort of trying to keep the same colors kind of going throughout the nails. And then we will start placing the images. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, and somehow I managed to get red polish on me. I don't even know how. I wasn't even using the red just now. It kind of reminds me of like a woodsy forest door, which I guess, yes, does go in with gnomes or fairies. Okay, just so you know, a couple things. I'm going to take Yuletide yellow, get my brush, and I am going to basically tap on a little bit more flowers. I want them to come up more. Instead of stamping some, I'm just going to do it this way. And also, I am gonna go ahead and draw some grass at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to take my regular brush to do that and go ahead and use Tropic Talks, try to just get it finished up. Because of where I'm going to place the images, I feel like that makes the bottom kind of need some grass greenery to it. So you could stamp it on there, but I'm just going to do this. It'll just take me a minute to go through to do it, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through and do that and be back. So let me just mention also, you can do like long pieces, short pieces to kind of make it look more realistic like, and you could do some like lighter and some like more opaque. Also, the snail, yeah, I did get something on there somehow, some other polish, but it's going to be covered, so it's okay. Okay, so we're going to do the door image first, and I've decided to do matte top coat to apply them. So again, some of these pumpkins ain't going to make it. But just about. Got a little piece of each side. Kind of just using it to press it down better. Yeah, I like it, the added grass, just to give that kind of more realistic effect to it. Okay, so this is the matte top coat I'm still using. Again, that matte will dry fast, so be ready to go. Okay, so I ended up swapping where I was putting this one in another one because the other one's wider. So I do think matte was the way to go with it. Okay, so this one will be ready now. So this is the one I had to move because it is wider. Might not fit everything, but that's okay. This is the one that's got the little small one. And, oh shoot. Lord Jesus, this dog, I swear guys, is gonna one of these days give me a heart attack because it'll be so quiet. And then just all of a sudden she does that. Oh my gosh, it's not good for the anxiety. I was trying to say I'm so sorry y'all. The little tiny mushroom that has the little window with it is on there. By the way, I'm not using the Lord's name in vain. I'm asking for his help because sis needs it. Okay, we are finished. What did I say this is going to be? Fairy garden? Oh my gosh. I'll remember on the playback. Yeah, that's right, fairy garden. Okay, so I tried as always to keep some of the colors throughout. So we've got some red throughout. Got the wooden look on these two. Now this one was going to go here, but like I said, this one was wider and it was going to cut off more, so I swapped them. Otherwise it would have been a bit more even throughout with the red being here, but it is better that I didn't have to chop something off. And I think the only color is this one has more of a pink tone and this one was purple tone, but they are close enough. And then the orange tone, I kind of kept that, and then the light tone for all of them at the bottoms. Same with the doors, I kind of tried to do similar things on those two. And I love this door. So somebody please take me here. And you can come with me. We can have so much fun. So I really enjoyed doing this one because, again, it's the fairy situation. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I greatly appreciate it so much. Thank you. And I will list the names of the plates and stamping polish I use in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day, friends. Bye.